to create this look, it's actually super easy. What you're gonna wanna do is, first of all, do our eyes, and it's literally just blacken them out. Nothing like special. So I'm going to take a black eyeliner and line my waterline. And I'd say go as messy as possible, just because when you're fighting in a post-apocalyptic world, you're not gonna look very good. Okay, so now all I'm gonna do is take Creamier Jumbo black pencil and just keep smearing it on. You really don't want this to be a clean look, because there's nothing clean about this world. Okay, now that that's on, just take your finger and smudge it out. And then wherever you feel like you want more darkness, just add more. I almost feel like this would be like if you live in a post-apocalyptic world and you didn't have makeup, you would almost take like car oil or grease or something and just shove it in your eyes. I wouldn't recommend doing that. And then I'm just gonna clean up a little bit in the inner corner because I don't want it so dark in there. So you can totally skip this part, but I'm gonna go ahead and apply some false eyelashes. So for this next part, I knew I wanted to create some sort of like brand or scarification that I feel like you might get in this world. So what I did is I just took a nude eyeliner and I sketched out the sort of shape that I wanted. And what I'm gonna do now is take a product called Collodium. It's by Kryolan. And what this does when you paint it on in layers is it shrinks your skin to make it look like a scar. So I'm going to put about 6 layers of this on. And if you've never used this product before, it has a really strong scent, so make sure wherever you're doing this is well ventilated. And as you do this, you'll actually feel your skin start to shrink up and pull, and that's what you want. So after your first layer, let that completely dry, and then go in with a couple more layers. I'm gonna do 6 like I said, and then it'll sort of look like a scar. Okay, so now that that is all scarified up, you could just leave it like this. I think it looks pretty good, but I'm gonna take it one step further and take some pink paint, water activated pink, and I'm just gonna kind of fill it in to make it look more scar-like. And then just to make it look a little bit more blended, I'm just gonna take some water on my finger and kind of pat it in. And then what I'm gonna do is, on the same brush with some water, I'm going to actually take a little bit of purple. And I wanna put some dimension in it. So in the middle of all these, I'm just gonna put a little bit of purple. If you've ever looked at a real scar, a keloid scar, which is what it's called when it's raised, they're a little bit more purple. And then again, I'm gonna take some water on my finger and just soften any harsh lines, really. Now for the burn, it's actually really easy to do. And the first thing I wanna do is map out where my burn is gonna go. And for me, I want it to be along the edges of these goggles, so it looks like if I were wearing them, the burn went everywhere but the goggles. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these on. And then all I'm gonna do is map out with my nude liner where these end. Next, what you're gonna wanna do is make sure the skin is clean where you're putting down your burn. Otherwise it won't stick very well. And I know I'm gonna go down my neck a little bit, so I'll make sure that's clean as well. Okay, so before you start doing anything with latex and products and stuff, take some petroleum jelly and put it on the hairs, any hairs that you don't want to get stuck. Because if you get latex in your hair, it hurts like a bitch to pull out. So I'm just gonna put some of my little baby hairs. Okay, so for this specific burn type, I'm going to be creating it with latex, liquid latex. So you're gonna wanna pour some of that out. And then all you wanna do is start layering the latex on top of the area that you want to be burned. And if you haven't used liquid latex, it burns your eyes. So make sure the fumes aren't getting too strong. Make sure it's a well ventilated area. And then just keep adding a few layers until it's built up. Once that's dry, what you want to do is just sort of start picking at it where your skin would actually blister apart in a real burn. Okay, now just to amplify all of this a little bit, I'm going to take one more layer of latex just to get sticky. Now you're actually gonna take some coffee grounds and lay that down on your skin, and what this does is kind of gives it a different texture, burn-like texture. So careful, because it's messy. And then again, just start picking at it with your tweezers to create blisters. So to start painting, what I'm gonna do is take some brown paint, and you can use whatever you have. Use alcohol activated, water activated, and just start laying that down. And then I'm blending out any harsh lines with my fingers. And I'm still trying to maintain that line where my goggles go. Now what I'm going to do is take some alcohol activated paint. This one is a Skin Illustrator Zombie palette. And I'm just going to take a little bit of red. And I'm going to start putting this in some of like the holes, this blisters, and deepening those up. And you don't have to be super neat with this, it can be pretty messy. Burns in general are pretty messy. They're kind of gross. And careful not to get this close to your eyes because it is alcohol. Now I'm going to take some purpley red and brown, and I'm just going to kind of mix everything together. I just want to get sort of like a muddled red tone color. And again, I'm just going to start putting this in the scabby areas and really all over, it doesn't matter. So that's gonna do it for me, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new. Any kind of burns that you recreate, I wanna see them, so make sure to put them on Instagram and make sure to tag me in it. Make sure to like and subscribe. It lets me know that you guys like what I'm putting out, and otherwise I will catch you later. Bye.